Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Telangana Open School Society Class 10th Social Studies. Today, we are going to discuss and learn about village in Telangana. Let's begin the session. Learning outcomes of the lessons. So, if we learn the lesson, we will get these points, whatever mentions here. Explains location and population features of Janampeta village, explains the occupations of the village, classifies the factors of production, classifies the soil and explain the crops of Janampeta, gives examples of the agricultural and non-agricultural works, and also prepares pamphlet about the restoration of caste occupations, gives reasons for increased agricultural activities in present days, explains about the election procedure, administration and economic resources of Grama Panchayat. Location of Janampeta village. Janampeta village is located in Telangana state, Mahbub Nagar district. Geographically, Janampeta village is located in the plateau of Telangana, that also called as Deccan Plateau. Boundaries of Janampeta village. Boundaries of Janampeta village. In the east, Polkampalli, Timmapur and Kanakapur villages are there. In the west, Tunikipur. In the north, Gajulapeta, Tatikonda villages are there. In the south, Sankalmaddi and Kamajipur villages are there. Characteristics of village population. According to the 2011 census, total population of Janampeta 3633. Females are 1800, males are 1833. Among them, scheduled castes are 556, scheduled tribes are 13 and others 3064. It includes backward and minority communities. Major occupations. Most of the people in the village depend upon agriculture. 90% of the people depends upon agriculture related activities. Let's see major crops. Major crops: paddy, jowar, groundnut, cotton, castor seed majorly grown in Janampeta. And there are three important crop seasons are there. These are Kharif, Rabi, Zaid. Rabi also known as Yasangi season in Telangana. Kharif, paddy, jowar, castor seed grown in the Kharif season, paddy groundnut grown in the Rabi season, groundnut and paddy grown in the Zaid season. So Zaid season is also known as summer season. Caste occupations. Let's see the caste occupations. In the village, different castes are there. Barbers, Katika, Golla, Kuruma, Vaishya, Kumari, that means potter. Different caste peoples are there in the Janampeta village. Other occupations. There are other occupation persons also there in the Janampeta village, like organizing or running Miseva centers, mobile phone sales and repair, driving autos, organizing milk center, bike mechanic, welding works, etc. are the other occupations of the Janampeta village. Factors of production. What are the factors of production? Actually, factors of production are the inputs needed for the creation of good or services. We need to produce any good or any service. Compulsory, these things are needed. What are the things? So basically, factors of production can be classified into four types. Without these factors of production, we cannot produce good or services. These are land, labor, capital and organization. So these are very important. Without these, we cannot produce a good or services. Let's see the types of the soils. Soils in Janampeta. Janampeta soils can be divided into 8 categories: alluvial soils, red soils, block soils, laterite soils. Fifth one, arid soils. These arid soils also known as sandy soils. In some areas, these also called as alkaline lands, mountain soils and marshy soils. Categorization of farmers. Let's see the categorization of farmers. Farmers of the Janampeta, they are having different acres of the land. Let's see marginal farmers. Marginal farmers means those farmers are having 2.47 acres. They are called as marginal farmers. So you can approximately you can say that 2.5 acres. So those are the farmers are having 2.5 acres of the land. They called as marginal farmers. Small farmers. Small farmers are approximately you can take 2.5 acres to 5 acres. 2.5 acres to 5 acres. Semi-medium farmers. Approximately you can take as 5 acres to 10 acres. So those farmers are having 5 acres to 10 acres of the land can be called as semi-medium farmers. Then medium farmers. Who are medium farmers? Medium farmers are, if we take approximately 10 acres to 25 acres, they called as medium farmers. Then who are the large farmers? Large farmers are who are having 25 acres and more than 25 acres, they called as large farmers. Use of land. As we all know that land can be used for the agricultural purpose and non-agricultural purpose. So land agricultural purpose, as we know that production of food crops. But what about the non-agricultural activities such as plots and selling? Nowadays we are changing agricultural land into plots for construction of houses and we are selling the plots. Establish the factories like large and small factories and special economic zones. Special economic zones. So the government will be create special economic zones also. Rainfall, water resources. Rainfall, water resources. Rainfall, water resources. During rainy season means what? June to October. So June to October, the rainfall is uncertainty in the Mahbubnagar district. Means very less rainfall occurs in the Mahbubnagar district. So that they are depend upon different resources. What are the different resources? There are different resources they are using. One is tube wells and second one is tanks. Tube wells and tanks. Tube wells and tanks are play very vital role in the agricultural activities of the Janampeta. Way of life traditions. Way of life traditions. All the caste and religions living together in the village. Hindus, Muslims and Christians also living in the village. As we know that Hindu celebrates Ugadi, Sankranti, Batukamma, Deepavali festivals. Muslims celebrate Ramzan, Bakrid. Christians celebrate Christmas. These are the important festivals of the Janampeta village. Local self-government and Gram Panchayat. As we all know that Grama Panchayati system is existed in the each and every village. Let's see the election process and work of the Grama Panchayat. All the voters means those ages above 18 years, they called as voters. In the village, elect the members of the Grama Panchayat. Village is divided into wards because ward members also there in the village. So ward members are from one ward member will be elect from the one ward. Seats were reserved for the women, scheduled caste and tribes. So there are reservations also there for the ward members, sarpanch. How the sarpanch will be elected? Sarpanch will be elected direct elections. So there is a direct election for the sarpanch and indirect elections for the upasarpanch. Upasarpanch election is indirect and the tenure of the Grama Panchayat is 5 years. After every 5 years there will be a fresh elections to be take place. Public administration. As we know that in the village Sarpanch is there. Sarpanch is the head of the village. Sarpanch preside all the meetings in the village. Sarpanch will organize all the meetings in the village. So all the voters in a village are members in the Grama Sabha. Every village having one Grama Sabha. All the voters are the members in the Grama Sabha. So this Grama Sabha held twice in a year. So 2 times Grama Sabha will meet and they take important development decisions in the Grama Sabha. What we have to need, what are the needs of the village, how we need to develop the village. So the important decisions will be made in the Grama Sabha. Sarpanch preside the Grama Sabha meeting. As we discussed that Sarpanch is the head of the village, then he organizes all the meetings. And one of the officer also there in the Grama Panchayati, he was appointed by the government. He called as Panchayat Secretary. Panchayati Secretary is the executive officer of the Grama Panchayat. Financial resources and duties. How the Grama Panchayati collect the taxes? What are the duties of the Grama Panchayati? Grama Panchayati, they collect taxes from the villagers like land tax, house tax, property tax. And the Grama Panchayati also get money from the central government and state government. Central government, state government both will give money to the Grama Panchayats. And auctioning of weekly markets. Auctioning of weekly markets. Duties of Panchayat. Grama Panchayati also, they lay roads and they repair them. They set up street lights and lights. They also provide water supply, sanitization and Grama Panchayati responsibility to take precaution to stop the epidemics. Evaluation. So we have discussed this lesson now. Apart from this lesson, what are the learnings? What are the evaluation questions? Write about the location and characteristics of village population of Janampet. Explain the occupational structures of the village. Classify the factors of production and explain about them. Classify the soils. Give the examples of the non-farming activities. Prepare pamphlet on the restoration of caste occupations. Why non-farming activities are increasing today. And the last and final one and the important one is explain the election procedure, administration and financial sources and duties of Grama Panchayat. If you done these all, this lesson completes. So I hope you understand this lesson. Thank you. Thanks a lot.